Hey, Sean, nobody can hear you.
Can't hear you here either.
Nobody anywhere can hear you.
Excellent.
Oh, there you
go.
That's perfect. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you here.
Yes.
You can hear me there? Can you hear me? Well, they can hear me there, too.
I'll find out if we can hear you there. Hold on.
I'm pretty sure it's saying that they can hear me there. Well, they can hear me there, too.
I'll find out if we can hear you there.
I'm pretty sure. Welcome they can hear me there. To Saturday Night Insanity. Let's get the boys in here. Hi, boys.
Hi.
And that's everything that you missed. Let's get the boys in here.
Well,
it's hearing crazy echo from Skin.
No, they're doing it on purpose.
Okay. Cool.
You're like, can you hear me there? I'm like, I know. Let's see if I can hear you there. And it just turned you all the way out.
It's 2013 again. We have echo.
You guys down now.
Echo, echo, echo.
You're just really yellowy. It's all chill.
I have one pickup this week.
Me too.
I have 2.
Whoa. Big spender.
I have 9 pickups.
9? Wow, Skin.
Yeah, all my pre-orders came in this week instead of last week.
Ah, right. Right, you mentioned that, I think, last week.
Yeah, Monday. We were talking about on Monday. I showed you what I got.
Monday. Monday.
Mm-hmm.
Friday.
Smarch.
Wednesday.
How about
Wednesday.
Live action Jetsons they're gonna do, huh?
Yes, there's actually we're getting a couple of Jetsons revivals.
Huh?
Why?
What?
We're getting a live action movie, or is it a series? I think it's a series.
We don't know.
We're getting a live action something of the Jetsons in live
I hope
action.
it's as good as the Flintstones movie.
I hope it stars Will Smith as Rosie the robot.
No, Jaden. Jaden Smith as the robot.
Jaden as Elroy.
But his only lines are the Batman song.
Listen, I'm not one to usually say this, but you're literally killing my childhood right now.
Now, there is also a Jetsons comic book coming in the same kind of idea as the recent other Hanna-Barbera revival comics, where it's kind of done. I'll see if I can find a picture here for you fine folks.
Although Rosie does look a little weird in it, but otherwise.
Jetsons comic.
Cool.
Oh, here it is. Jaden Smith Batman.
Oh, there's like... Hold on.
Sharing this in... If you want to see what the hell that reference is about, you have to go to
Jetsons comic 2017. Here we are.
On the Geeky Discord.
Oh my god, can you just give us the cover? Hey, thanks for the follow. Appreciate it, Mr. Get Down 93. Okay, well, I can't find the cover. I did find a picture of the group, though. Just hold on a second. I will grab this here. So it's kind of in the same vein as like the recent Flintstones comic, where it's being done in a more sort of realistic style. I'm kind of wondering, because the Flintstones comic was a biting satire of modern life. I'm wondering if the Jetsons comic will kind of follow a similar ilk.
Maybe it'll be a biting satire about our nostalgia culture.
There we are.
So cool.
There is the new Jetsons, ladies and gentlemen.
It should be a biting satire, though. Just be sure.
I hope it's a biting satire.
Look at the curves on Rosie. Holy crap, Mama.
Now, what did they do to Rosie, man?
And the sex robot for my grandson.
Sexualize the robot, why don't you?
And why does George Jetson look like Archie?
No, he looks like Fred from Scooby-Doo.
He does a bit, yeah.
And that also looks like Scooby-Doo. And
Astro looks like Scooby-Doo.
The gray Scooby-Doo. He's Scooby Gray.
Hey, thanks for the follow, Southern Shinobi. So I had to get the Jetsons out of the way so I could see who it was.
Yeah, they sexualized Judy. Of course they did. She's a teenage girl. Yeah, like, you know. That's how our dumb culture works. That's how our stupid culture works, you know?
Shaw.
So there you go. So anyway, I'm definitely going to check that out because I've enjoyed the other Hanna-Barbera revivals that they've done over the past little while.
To be fair, they sexualized George too. He's got total dad bod going on, and there's definitely an audience for that.
And that's the only thing that happened this week. Good night.
Yep, pretty much. That's it.
One more piece of news. So Steve Bannon left the White House, and that's not the news. The news is he's been cast as Jabba the Hutt in the new Jabba the Hutt movie coming out.
Yes, like now we know why he was let go.
Now we know why he was slowly being eaten by the dark side.
He had acting commitments that just could not be reconciled with his political career, so the political career had to go.
If you see his recent pictures, he looks like he's dying, so he's clearly being eaten alive by the dark side, so he's a method actor.
Absolutely, yes.
So expect only the best.
A meth actor.
Oh, that's too funny.
Yeah. But yeah, like what the hell? Like clearly the superior genetics race. Just
Jabba
look
the
at
Hutt,
me. Just look at me.
Jabba the Hutt movie. What the fuck? Jabba the Hutt movie?
Oh yeah, the superior genetic race. How come the blacks are beating you at basketball?
Yes.
Whoa, hello.
Whoa.
Excuse me, the people of color.
Oh God.
The superior genetic race.
The superior basketball players. Yeah.
The superior genetic race that got their asses beat twice in the last 200 years.
Yes.
Oh my God. The funniest fucking thing I've seen all week. I've read it over and over again.
Jabba the Hutt, not the politics. What the fuck, you guys?
Yeah. Yeah. Damn it.
It's when they pulled down that fucking statue. The way it just bit like nothing.
Nah, that just upset me. That should have just been put in a fucking museum instead of destroyed.
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't approve destroying it.
I watched it.
From museum.
It's not like we're
They pull it
toppling.
down,
It's not like
it
we're
bends.
toppling a dictator. It's an actual piece of our history, and we should have at least taken it down properly. It should have been taken down. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying otherwise. I'm saying it should have been taken down properly. That's all.
Yes. Put them in a museum on display
Where it
so that
belongs.
you can learn about that dark chapter of American history.
Like
Instead of celebrating and commemorating that dark chapter of American history.
Just like in Canada, they have that tuna can.
It should be treated the same way.
That's right.
It should be treated the same way as the Holocaust Museum is done, because we basically committed a Holocaust on
Pretty much. That's a good way of putting it, yeah. It's a good
in the
way
middle
of
of all
putting
that, in the beginning, before all that, and after all that, and around and in a part of all that.
it. In and of and because of and inside of all that.
Well, the treatment of soldiers
As a result of.
the treatment of enemy soldiers on both sides was atrocious.
So what else happened this week? The fellow who played Billy in Predator
Billy.
passed away.
Something Landon?
I don't recall his name. I'm
gonna
not
find it out right
familiar
now.
with his other work,
Properly
but
check.
yes,
Sonny Landon, I think his name is.
yes, something like that. So he sadly passed away this week. I don't think he was that old either. Like he was a pretty young guy.
Oh, this is not the movie I'm looking for.
97. Oh, maybe not.
Oh, thanks for giving me the 2018 one. I clearly didn't want that one, you fuckheads.
2018.
It's Sonny Landon, that's right. It's,
Sonny Landon. There you go.
He was 76. He actually had a pretty good life. 36 is like things are starting to get really shitty. It's time to go. That's 76.
I have happy cherries.
And confirmed, the Marvin the Martian meets Martian Manhunter is the only Warner Brothers DC Universe crossover one I missed. Hey, thanks, Dwanye1234 for the follow.
Dwayne? Are you
Dwayne?
Dwayne.
Dwayne, like Kanye, but Dwayne?
Hey, I like it. It's the original.
Dwayne.
Dwayne, Kanye combined. Dwayne? That's kind of cool, though. I like it. Yeah.
Sure.
Anyway, not making fun. It's just it's interesting.
Is
Is that how we're communicating now? All right. Thanks for the update.
Yes. Sorry, I'm looking at more Jetsons pictures.
It's not porn this time.
You would.
This time.
That's why I said this time.
Let's wait till later when I get my fill of Jetsons pictures. Okay.
Now,
Rule
I
30.
feel like
Rule 34, Judy Jetson.
Sonic the Hedgehog. Safe search off.
Oh boy.
Everything's on fire.
That is getting into some dangerous territory. I do accredit Princess Sally and Bunny Rabbit for starting the furry movement.
Okay.
What else happened this week? Anything interesting?
Not much happened, but I think the reason for that is because advertisers who were probably going to announce things saw literally dumpster fire happening
in the news.
I'm not going to be a part of this.
Pretty much. It's like, yeah, I think we're just going to hold off on all of those releases.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Oh, I did get... Hold on, let me think. Did I get some things? I'm trying to remember when I last went. When was the 15th?
This week.
Oh, yeah, I do have some. So I have more than one pickup. I have like 4 or 5. Oh no! Wait a minute. I showed you guys what I got. I didn't show the. Yeah. Okay. Never mind. Yeah, I got a pile of pickups. I got a whole bunch of shit.
Yeah, I did the same thing with you. We shared on Monday, dude.
Right. We shared on. It was Tuesday. I think it was Tuesday for me, but it was in the Discord. That's what it was. Yeah, I got confused. Yeah, no, I got a whole shit ton of stuff. I'm gonna grab it. I forgot. Payday was between now and last Saturday, so I bought a whole bunch of stuff.
Meanwhile, the only thing I bought were comics. Everything else was pre-orders or gifts.
I got a few comics and a few Blu-rays and a few books.
Like stuff I ordered a while ago.
Criterion announced their November titles. There's that.
Oh yeah, and a bunch of. The only thing notable I saw was Le Samurai, which is a fucking amazing movie. Everyone should.
The Philadelphia Story.
I've never seen it, so I can.
Oh my god, it's amazing.
If there's no cheesesteaks in it, I'm not interested.
My girlfriend loves these old movies, so I'll be watching them all. Don't worry.
Oh my god.
We make them watch all these fucking old films and shit.
Oh my god.
Wish my chair had stopped.
Cary Grant, Katharine Hepburn. Come on, man.
I think, what was it, last week was all the Draculas and Frankensteins?
Yep.
Yeah. Alright. Yeah, so
yeah, Dracula, Jess Franken's Dracula, etc. Yeah.
No, it wasn't that one. It's I had like the Frankenstein miniseries.
Oh, right. I'm sorry. I just spoiled something. I apologize.
No, that's okay. No, the other ones were even before that, so very not spoiled. Don't worry.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so actual count. Let's see.
Got my face right now.
572.
7, 8, 15. I have 15 pickups.
I still have one.
Alright, cool. You didn't magically remember the other 20 that you bought and forgot about? Like, I basically just did. Okay, 15, and I've still got some package openings that I have not done yet. I apologize, JL, yours is one of them. But that's okay, I know what it is. But only you and I know. It's our little secret. The world will know soon. Actually, speaking of video games, here on Twitch, I've started playing the Halloween stuff, like stuff that will appear on YouTube on or near Halloween, or like Halloween month. So, already done a full playthrough of one game. It was a post-apocalyptic game, indie game called 35mm. It was a little bit clunky controls-wise, but otherwise quite good. Like, very visually pretty and really good story.
I watched him play nearly the entire game and without sound, and it looked clunky as fuck. But it looked like, but I was also reading most of the it's in Russian, so I was reading the subtitles. So I was just hanging out with my girlfriend, so basically reading the book while hanging out with her, right?
Oh, sorry, I made
pretty good.
I made pizza earlier, and I decided to put some fresh garlic cloves on it. So, that's the only warning you get. You know about me.
The game had a really good story, but like, yeah, the graphics are a bit dated, and it was a little bit clunky, but it looked like it was fun. Like it was worth. You paid like $3 for it.
I paid like $3 for it. Yeah, it's
like for $3, this is a great game.
I grabbed it based on the description. Basically, you're one of 2 characters, just trying to survive the apocalypse. You're not sure what the apocalypse was at first, but it turns out it was like a biological plague that wiped out most of the population. There's a few people that were immune, including you and your friend. And basically just kind of uncovering your past and exploring around. It's a very leisurely paced game through most of it. It's described as a walking simulator, which means basically just a lot of walking around and exploring, and then very much takes its time. Thank you for the follow, Acab1234. It's a popular number combination tonight. All right, cool.
Yeah.
AKA BJ, all right, gosh.
AKA BJ. Yes, there you go. Okay.
It seems to me when someone makes an account really quick, so they want to get noticed, they'll throw 1, 2, 3, 4 at the end, so they don't.
That's possible. But...
Yeah, never know. Never know. Notice me.
I'm not saying him, but like it seems to be there's a whole bunch of people that want to get noticed, and they'll make accounts, and they'll make fake big donations. You know, to get noticed. Like,
well, I mean, that's the thing, is I have the auto alerts on, so people follow and subscribe and donate and stuff, then that gets put up right there on the screen.
Yep.
So there you go. I don't know, so do we want to do pickups then, since not a lot happened in the news this week, other than...
Oh,
hello, thank you,
What's the share?
Wonder Redneck.
Something that the Swedish chef said that I can't understand.
What's the share? Sauce.
Ermagerd, Merkin, Spaghetti.
So offensive. Anyway.
Sorry. So pickups?
Yes.
All right.
Got one other thing.
Let's go in order of least to most. Stoud. Oh, hold on. I'm on Zach. Stoud.
I'm sitting on it. I got a new chair. Here, I'll kind of show you part of the chair there.
Chair stream. Stand up. Get out of the way. Chair stream.
Stand up. Get out of the way.
Show the world that you have legs.
Yeah,
I have legs.
He's not a cat car.
Leg. I have.
Oh, look at that. He has at least one leg.
The other one is missing. I apologize. But this.
Oh, look at the luxurious faux leather. Look at that.
Oh.
Leather.
I'm trying to angle his camera down, but.
Here.
Lift with your knees, with your one leg.
It's like a 5-pound frame. It's like
that looks great, actually.
You probably lift it with one hand, but weren't so comfortable.
It was $25.
Wow, that's a good deal, dude.
You finally got a better chair? Finally got a better chair.
$25.
What? Oh, the Habitat for Humanity Restore. I'm pretty sure every one of those stores sells computer chairs for $25 each.
That's excellent.
Oh, so it was like a previously owned one. That's cool.
Yeah.
That's okay, but in impeccable condition, yeah.
Yeah, it looks pretty good.
Might be just something someone just went on a chair buying binge and realized they bought one too many chairs.
Or, yeah.
Must buy all the chairs. Oh crap! I bought too many.
Could be someone's chair they bought for like work because you have to like give special. Like,
it could be a chair that they bought for their granddad's special anniversary present, and then he died.
Yay! Haunted chair.
Died in that chair.
Death chair.
That's the chair that eats, right?
Enjoy your dead grandpa chair.
Death chair.
And Tom will enjoy his mother couch.
I will.
All right.
This is a beautiful, beautiful death chair.
All right, Pluto, 1992. You said you have 2.
Yep.
Excellent.
Sledgehammer, the complete series.
Oh, so jealous. I want.
Yep.
Have you watched any of it yet?
This was not sold to me. Yeah, I watched a few episodes at my friend's house. I haven't watched it anymore since I got it.
Oh, okay.
It was not sold to me as a satire of cop shows. It was pitched to me as, this is a love story between a man and his gun.
Pretty much. He literally talks to his gun, everybody. Yes.
And then I picked up...
Hearing part of that character. Yeah.
Yes, great show.
Then I picked up Alien Covenant, because Covenant sounds like Covenant.
Alien... How was it everyone was misspelling that? That was another one they kept misspelling, wasn't it?
Probably Cunevent.
Convent.
Or Covan, an A instead of an E.
Alien
Covenant.
Convent.
That's most of
It's Alien Convent.
Alien
Convent
Convent.
of
That's what
Alien.
it was.
Was it Cool Duder that did that?
It was everybody that did that. It was like Star Wars Rouge 1 and Alien
autocorrect
Convent.
They
It
don't
was like-
click the button. And they're like, there, I completed my word. Done.
It's like you're reading the title on the screen. How are you misspelling this? Your eye to brain function does not function.
Hang on just a second. I got a parody of that.
Uh-oh.
There you go.
Uh-oh.
The original True Grit starring Clint Eastwood.
Yeah. I love that
Clint
Clint
Eastwood.
Eastwood movie. Oh, boy. All right. Skin slip.
Oh, shit. Put on the spot. All right, first thing.
Slip us some skin, bro.
Right, no one here but me cares about. I got a Magic the Gathering gift box,
Oh, that's
Ooh.
pretty cool.
which I bought not because, like, I needed a better box for my cards because I had a bunch of these, like, smaller boxes, which are more like deck boxes. And having to like pick each one up to like search like each color was really frustrating. This is like a 3-row box, and it came with booster packs. Okay, nice little bonus. Anyway,
Nice.
next, the thing people actually give a shit about. First up, we've got Howard the Duck Volume 2, just like Sean. I actually had it on order, but I hadn't paid for.
We both
for a
have
while.
the set now.
It was sitting in my pull box for forever.
Excellent.
Then I got Rick and Morty Volume 4,
Yes.
Rick and Morty Volume 5.
Yes.
And I got Big Trouble in Little China, Volume 5.
Hold on a second. Bugrar Sinks. Thank you for the follow. Sorry, go ahead.
So yeah, this is Big Trouble in Little China, so number 5.
Number
So
4,
that's
that's the last one, I think, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. And there's only 4 Escape from New York, and they're right.
So, yes. Yeah, because they did
And
16.
there's a crossover that I'm waiting to.
There's the
trade on.
crossover. We're all waiting for the trade on that. I missed issue 5. That is the one single issue I missed out of the entire run of Big Trouble in Escape.
And then finally, I waited literally 10 years for a reprint of The Life and Times of Martha Washington, which is the Dave Gibbons, Frank Miller work from the 90s.
Hold on, there's a cheer blocking it. Thanks, Great Red Shark.
Fuck you.
The alerts are going crazy tonight. Sorry,
Thank
carry
you.
on.
Fuck you. Anyway. So this is an amazing piece of work that commentary and satire of our community of our
Of
current
like
life, but it
America,
was set
yeah.
in the 90s. It was during the 90s. It's a futuristic piece of
Nice.
like a book about America and what it means to be American and what it means, the immigrant story, and a lot of other themes going on with this work. And it's 600 pages.
Wow.
It is worth your time. Trust me. It's Frank Miller, Dave Gibbons. It should be
Yeah.
worth your time already. But
I've heard that's amazing. Yeah.
this is one of Frank Miller's best work. This is his unheralded masterpiece. This
Yeah.
is the best thing he ever did, and no one ever talks about it.
Nice.
And I love his Batman work.
Yeah. No, and I love just Dave Gibbons' work
Oh, yeah.
generally.
It's not
Great
the
artist.
best stuff Dave Gibbons has done. That's
No.
the Watchmen. But
Watchmen. Yeah. Love his Doctor Who stuff too.
yes. I
That
had
was my introduction to.
I had that
his-
exact same set. I had a trade for that also.
Yes.
Now to movies. I bought this first set by Seijun. It's a trilogy film by supernatural dramas by Seijun Suzuki, and I bought it because the box is pretty, but also because the director's name is Seijun Suzuki, and I know who that is, and I've seen a few of his films already.
Nice.
I like his style, and so. But look how pretty this is, and this was like right
Oh,
next
it's
to the
beautiful.
Zatoichi box set. Like it
Yeah.
fits like right at home with it. So.
Beautiful.
Yeah, it was a blind buy based on that. But then I read I was on my. I did a video called "Exploring the Taisho Trilogy," where I went with the camera because I just opened the box. Like, you know what? I'm going to talk about this and we're going to look at it together as you know. And I went and I read the backs of all of them. Like,
discover it together.
yeah, we discovered it with the fucking audience, and it was
Nice.
you know, like now I'm really interested in all of them. They all sound really cool. So.
Cool.
And next up, we've got Reanimator.
Nice.
The limited edition deluxe set with a comic book adaptation. Oh, hold on. A little tight. That's my only call on this box is a little tight.
Mm.
but I'd rather be a little tight than too loose. So I'll take it. I'll take it.
That's what he said.
Ha! Anyway. So here's that.
That's a good movie.
So there's
nice.
the whole comics in here. It's got nudity. I can't show it all, but it's got some beautiful. I gotta show you the inside. Hold on, I gotta show you this. I don't normally do this, but this is just so beautiful. I gotta show you this. It's an exception to the rule of showing you the insides. Look at this. Isn't that awesome?
Very nice.
That's just so cool. I had to show that to you. I know I don't normally like show off the insides of the set, but this is an exception. And look at this. Look at this.
Nice.
Beautiful. Anyway, so yeah, and then the folks picked up Alien Covenant. They got the Walmart edition with the extra large T-shirt.
Oh, cool.
Looks like this.
We didn't get that at our Walmart.
And then I ordered. We were all gonna watch Shin Godzilla for Eric's birthday, but I didn't get. I M-turked my ass off, like super hard. I spent like 2 days not talking to a human being, just trying to make $24.99 plus ship tax and shipping. Shin Godzilla shipped to me and didn't even come till the day after Eric's birthday. So I had to illegally download the movie that I bought already.
Now I noticed the
box we couldn't get because Eric's birthday we were watching it for. So
now I noticed the slipcover you guys got in the U.S. is embossed, like it's bumpy.
Oh, it's sexy, yeah.
Now the one we got here in Canada looks exactly the same, but it's just flat. There's no texturing to it at all.
You got it from A1, didn't you?
Huh? You
had it from A1, huh?
From A1? No, I got it from Best Buy.
No, the name of the company that released it is A1.
Oh, are you talking about E1?
Sorry,
E1. I will check. Hold on a second here.
And it's E1. They're known for stealing other people's crap like that. And not producing it properly.
It is Funimation.
Oh, it's still Funimation? Mine's Funimation, too.
Yeah.
That's bullshit.
See, I'll show you. If you look.
That's utter bullshit that you're
Mine is not textured at all.
That's bullshit, dude.
I know. I was really surprised because normally the releases are identical here. Like they just release them in both.
Sauce, dude.
But I mean, it's. I mean, otherwise it's exactly the same.
Mine's Blu-ray.
There's no. No, mine is not 4K.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I apologize.
It is the Blu-ray DVD combo pack. It came in a black case. But
right. Hey, mine did too. Did yours have the reversal slip like this?
I will check.
Wait, what?
Yeah, look at it.
Let me check mine.
Yeah, they all had this. They're in a black case.
Holy shit! Yeah, I didn't even know about that. Look at.
Welcome, guys.
Wow, check that out. I had no idea.
Yeah. Isn't that beautiful? And you can unfold it. Yeah, and I flipped it because why not? I got a slipcover.
You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna do the same thing. Fuck it.
You're welcome, gentlemen.
That is wow. What a hidden treat. You all discovered that with us right now.
Still love the fact that Sean missed Skin Slip busting his gut laughing at the first phase of Godzilla.
Oh my god. So first Godzilla shows up.
So we all watched this together.
Right before Sean just walks away at the exact moment, just bad luck, right? And I see the first phase Godzilla, I literally just lose my shit and I laugh. I just laugh for a solid minute and a half.
Yeah, I went off to the kitchen to get food or something. I was like, okay, this is I can kind of see what's going on here. We'll just probably won't miss anything significant. Of course, always do. So what he was laughing about was that there's throughout the movie, Godzilla goes through several different forms before he's the full Godzilla. And one of his earlier forms, his eyes haven't sort of closed properly yet, so they're just these big bug eyes. And apparently that was the funniest thing Brandon had ever seen in his life.
He had giant googly eyes. Here's the thing. The interesting thing about that premise is that he's always mutating, always changing. It's almost like it's kind of meta because Godzilla himself is always changing and mutating at the times.
Throughout the movies, yeah.
It's almost like each movie they could give him all sorts of new shit. He has big arms this week to fight the fucking crab monster.
That's true.
Know?
You never know.
He had to adapt. He's like a cool superhero monster now.
Yeah.
Constantly
mutating.
We don't get it until like 2020, I think.
What else you got, or is that it?
That was everything. That's all.
That was everything. Okay, here we go. 2020, you said?
I think so. Yeah.
Well, I'm guessing they're going to kind of stagger them between the U.S. ones and the anime.
I guess the contract is they have to wait until after the next Godzilla film.
That's fine. That's okay. That means like every other year we're gonna get a new Godzilla movie. More or less.
Godzilla got pushed back, so it's coming out 2020.
Ah.
But we'll get 2 Godzilla movies in the same year.
Okay, so I'm gonna start out with
2020 probably.
So I'm gonna start out with books. So this was 3 that I picked up from the bargain table at Chapters. Got there were $6 each, or 3 for $10. So you actually get 3 for less than the cost of 2, which is kind of nice. Good deal. So I got Henry James' Turn of the Screw. These are just very simple bargain book editions, but they're they're all unabridged and very nice matte covers. Got Frankenstein because it's one I want to read for Halloween this year, and I have an edition of this, but it's the big, massive coffee table book with illustrations by Bernie Wrightson. Beautiful to look at.
Wonderful edition.
Oh, it's beautiful. It's so beautiful, but it's a little awkward to read. So I wanted something that was just simple to read, and then I can just kind of flip through the other one. And then
I can guess what the next one is.
And then got Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde by Robert Louis Stevenson. Did you think it was going to be Dracula? I already have a bargain book edition of that, actually. That's the one I've been reading. Now, Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde is actually a really short story, so this actually has several other stories as well. You've also got The Body Snatcher, The Bottle Imp, Markheim, and Weir of Hermiston. So all short horror stories by Robert Louis Stevenson.
I like that one.
So there you go. So nice deal there, 3 for $10. Figured why not. And graphic novels. Picked up volume 5, is it? Volume 5 of Fables.
Nice.
This is The Mean Seasons. I still have to read volume 4, but I was having trouble finding volume 5, so I just grabbed it when I saw it. So this contains issues 22 and 28 through 33. Picked up book 4 of Preacher. So
Right on.
Soonish, I will pick up the last 2 just to have the set, and then I will basically power through them. And then finally, I didn't even actually know this had a reprint edition, like a trade paperback edition. I was overjoyed when I saw it. This was like just a insta purchase as soon as I saw it. We have Mike Grell's Star Slayer, The Log of the Jolly Roger.
That's actually, I've had that on order for like the longest time.
So I actually have all of the original issues of this. Like, I bought them back in the 90s. I checked out a few issues, really enjoyed them, so I tracked down all the back issues. I think I'm missing like 1 from the later era, but I've got all of the original Mike Grell issues. But this is a very nice reprint edition. So this contains the first 8 issues. Originally it was a 6-issue miniseries by Pacific Comics. It did really well. So First Comics picked it up as a regular series. Mike Grell did the first 2 issues of the regular series and then passed it over to John Ostrander and Timothy Truman. And they were both huge fans of the miniseries and did their best to do justice to it in the regular series.
Ostrander and Truman are great. So,
oh, yeah, for sure.
Writers, at least.
Yeah. All right. So, on to DVDs. These were all at Walmart. Walmart had like a big, massive bargain bin of season sets of stuff. Jung Uncle. Thank you. Sorry, another follow I'm trying to pronounce. So they had a big bargain bin of season sets of stuff for $10 a season. Couldn't pass this up. So I know that these were put out on Blu-ray, but the Blu-rays are just upconverts because all the source material is standard def. And plus the Blu-rays have less package art than the DVDs. And it's like, they're also about 5 times the price of the DVDs. So it's like, yeah, you know what? Fuck it. $10 a season. I'm getting the 5 seasons I need for the price of like 1 Blu-ray season. Yeah, why not? So I got The Simpsons, season 13, with Ralph Wiggum on the cover.
Why do people run from me?
We got The Simpsons, season 14, with either Kang or Kodos. I can never tell which one is which on the cover. And both of them on the back. And then we got The Simpsons, season 15, with Otto on the cover. I love how shiny these cases are. Very nice. And The Simpsons, season 16, with Professor Frank on the cover. Now, of course, we know that The Simpsons are finally coming back to DVD, so I thought, you know what, about about time I got caught up on them, actually. And then finally, I got The Simpsons Season 17 with Sideshow Bob on the cover. And I got this, and Rosie said, "He's handsome." Yes,
no.
he is a rather dapper fellow, isn't he?
Oh, no. Heartbreaking coming.
By the way, and since I just reminded myself, she's been wanting me to tell you for weeks, Skinslip, she thinks you're handsome, too.
Oh.
She said, "Tell him I think he's handsome." And then every week she's like, "Did you tell him I think he's handsome?" I'm like, "No, I forgot." She's like, "Tell him." I'm like, "Okay, fine."
Oh my god.
So there you go. You're handsome.
Embarrassing.
You handsome devil, you. Alright, so that is it for The Simpsons. And then another DVD, I got this one in the mail. I was talking about this last week. It finally arrived. Got Count Dracula, the BBC miniseries starring Louis Jourdan as the Count. This is apparently excellent. I've actually been really curious to check it out. So, yeah, good stuff. This is from 1977? Yeah, 1977. So this is like the era of Tom Baker's Doctor Who. Trying to get some idea what the production value is like. Then, I also got the Alien Nunnery with the slipcover. There we go. On Blu-ray. Very nice. And apparently there is no 3D edition. I looked. No, if there is, nobody had it.
It wasn't in 3D.
Okay, well there you go then. That would be why. And then I figured you might as well get caught up. I got the others. Picked up Game of Thrones Season 6. So I'm all up to date on the Blu-rays.
I saw the budget release of 2 and 3 are out there. I gotta get those.
Yes. They got like 2-packs. There's like Seasons 1 and 2, 3 and 4.
I have Season 1 already. I just need 2 and 3. There's no budget release of 4 and 5 yet, I don't think.
Now, does that include the extras, though?
No, it's just the episodes. It's none of the extras. So it's got all the discs with episodes on it, and there's a bonus disc that won't have the bonus disc.
Okay.
And they're just in Blu-ray cases.
All
So
right.
I think it's one less disc because you get a bonus features disc. If not, then I have all the same on-disc content.
You have to double check because the Blu-rays in particular have a lot of really good extras on there that really that aren't just behind the scenes stuff. They actually add to the mythology and the backstory and stuff.
The episodes there are special features on that set.
Yeah.
But I don't know if it has all the special features the big sets have. I just don't know. I don't have one in front of me.
So finally, this is one.
Showed up.
Huh?
Eric just showed up.
Oh hey!
I've been here for a little bit.
Oh, there he is.
I know.
Hi. Okay.
Hi.
So this is one that I had been waffling about for a very, very long time. Finally decided to grab it. Walmart had it for $45, and I was like, "Wow, $45 for that set? That's actually a really good price." So I picked up Superman: The Motion Picture Anthology, 1978 to 2006.
And
So this contains Superman, the movie, the expanded edition of Superman the movie, Superman 2, the theatrical cut, Superman 2, the Richard Donner cut, Superman 3, Superman 4, and Superman Returns. Return of Superman Returns, yes. So, there you go.
I had the Donner cut 3-pack, which has the extended cut of Superman, the Donner cut, and then it has Superman Returns.
Interesting.
That's the trilogy, because that's Superman Returns. It assumes that extended cut and Donner cut are what exists.
I see.
So it works way better when you watch like as a trilogy like that. So that they release it like that as a
interesting.
budget set.
So anyway, the other day, Rosie and I watched the first one.
Oh yay!
She had never seen these before, so I was like, "Oh, you gotta." And I said, "Okay, you remember what you were saying when we talked to a Robot Jocks about how it was all practical effects and no CG? Well, it's the same thing with this. This is actually even older, and no CG. This is all practical effects." So, so we watched the expanded edition just to get a little bit more stuff, and she loved it. She was just blown away by it. So
she believed that a man could fly.
That's what I was saying. Like I said, one of the taglines was "You'll believe a man can fly." And then after that, she wanted to dive into some of the extras. It was getting late, but I thought, well, okay, we can watch one. So she picked, what was it called? It was The Magic Behind the Cape or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, anyway, it was basically a 23-minute featurette narrated by the guy who played Jimmy Olsen. And it basically featured interviews with all of the guys who did the special effects and optical work for the movie. So it was all about how they made him fly and how they did the model work and how they did the optical effects and stuff like that. And so she was watching, it was just like in awe of how much work went into, like, and seeing how matte paintings work and things like that. Like, it really just blew her little mind. And then they showed like an optical printer and how they would have to feed in this roll of film and then feed in this roll of film and then project it over here and record it here and then wind it back and and she's just looking at it and it said, "You can do all that in a computer now." It's like, I know, but back then they couldn't. So this is how they had to do it.
That's stuff you can do. That's stuff I can do in my bedroom right now. That's technology.
Oh, I know.
It made all that. Now we have way more advanced techniques.
Yeah. Oh, I know. It's amazing how much.
And somehow it looks worse than it did back in the day.
No!
Only when Brandon does it.
I haven't tried green screen yet.
But yeah. So anyway, it was really cool. So we're gonna watch. We haven't got around to watching Superman 2. She's had another sleepover this week, actually. So yeah. So we're gonna watch Superman 2. Probably gonna just watch the theatrical cut because it's the one that I grew up with. And it's also a little bit longer. So,
I have no problem with the theatrical cut, but I like Richard Donner's cut.
I will watch the Richard Donner cut for me, like for my curiosity. But you know, sort of introducing Rosie to the Superman I grew up with, I figured, you know,
I think like some of the ideas explored in it a little bit more, but I think you'll also be frustrated by how some of the replacement footage they had to use because they didn't use some of the footage.
Gotcha.
So it's going to be a mixed bag for you as a fan of Superman and Richard Donner's film. But
because with the original theatrical version, the one I watched most growing up was the 2-part network TV cut, which had a lot of additional footage added in. Because that's the one that my mom recorded off TV and that I watched over and over again. Eventually, I got the Laserdisc, which had only the theatrical cut. I never had any of the DVDs. And then the expanded cut is kind of like halfway between the theatrical and the network cut, I think. And then there's still some stuff that was in the network cut that isn't in that version, but is in the deleted scenes as an extra. So that was my reasoning in showing her the expanded cut, and then the theatrical version of Superman 2. Well, as I say, just because that's the version I grew up with.
And to answer Jail's question of why don't I like Superman 3 and 4, because I just never really found them entertaining, just like Batman 3 and 4. And while they are perfect, both of those, all 4 of those movies are perfect depictions to say like a Silver Age superhero story. I have no interest in watching grown men play out those kind of stories, and that's just my personal take. And there's nothing wrong with anyone having enjoyed those films. I just don't want to have them in my collection. I'm very particular about what movie goes into my collection. I know it seems like I'm not particular, but I am actually particular about what movies stay in the collection.
You're very particular about the studio releases.
But the thing, no, I'm very particular about every movie that comes into the collection has to earn its keep or gets removed from the collection.
I'm of the school that I enjoyed Superman 3, especially because I think it came out at a good time, like a good age for me. To enjoy it, where I enjoyed kind of the goofy humor of it and stuff.
Right.
I know that's one of the things a lot of people didn't like about it. I still think Superman 2 is well, actually Superman 1 and 2 are the best because I mean I kind of see them as one massive movie, which is basically.
I mean, I watched 3 and 4 a lot growing up. I remember them very vividly. I'm good.
Yeah, I've only seen 4 once. And I remember the main thing I remember about it is Gene Hackman coming back as Lex Luthor. I mean, that was the best part of it for me.
Drunk dad Superman versus dad bod Superman.
Well, that's Superman 3.
Oh, that's right.
Where you have where you have you call him drunk dad Superman.
Yes, the drunk abusive dad Superman. This looks like an alcoholic abusive stepfather.
He is. He's just the jerk Superman.
I expect him to turn around and start beating some kids in the background while the other Superman's like trying to get up and like assessing his wounds. You just see the dad one beating children. What the fuck?
Sorry, what have you been trying to say there, Zach?
I still haven't seen 3 or 4.
Okay.
I'm sure I'll enjoy 3 because I love Richard Pryor.
Yeah.
4 I'm dreading because I fucking hate Ducky.
Here's the thing.
John Carr is a pretty cool dude, but every time I see him in a movie, I'm thinking,
I recommend
Ducky.
everyone see those movies. You might like them. They are enjoyable to some people, and there's no problem if you like it. Everyone should give them a shot.
Yeah.
For sure.
The what was I gonna say? Yeah, Rosie actually really enjoyed Gene Hackman and Ned Beatty in the first one as Lex and Otis.
Hey, Cass.
Which I was quite happy because I mean that's a wonderful sort of evil mastermind / henchman duo. And thank you, Strum Dog, for the cheer there. Really appreciate that, man. Yeah. So that was actually the first thing I ever saw Ned Beatty in, and when I saw him later as serious characters, it really threw me off because I thought like, oh, I always thought he was like the guy who played the bumbling idiots, but no, like actually he was very much cast against type as Otis in that, and obviously had a blast with it. And
I was hoping you'd say something like Deliverance or something. Like
but no, he was freaking hilarious as Otis, like just the typical bumbling henchman, and Gene Hackman as Lex Luthor, just like the evil genius with the eternal face palm dealing with his subordinates. Thanks, Great Red Shark. Appreciate the cheer. Appreciate all the cheers. Cheers to you. Cheers for the cheers.
So
Hi, Cass.
these are all my pickups this week. Just
Oh
kidding.
God.
more pins.
Why does it say ass on it?
That's my name,
Oh.
Cass.
Your ass is so big, you needed
It
one
needs
box
its own
for one
Rubbermaid
cheek.
box. Yeah, per cheek.
And
No, my bit of news that happened this week was I went upstairs to go make dinner. This was a couple nights ago, and I heard a sound. There's a little closet beside my living room area, just outside the door here, and I heard this water trickling sound.
oh no.
That I hadn't heard before, but I thought, oh, maybe it's just the dishwasher, somebody showering upstairs. So I make my dinner, and I come downstairs about an hour later, and my carpet is sopping wet.
Oh great.
The hot water tank blew.
Oh, thank God it wasn't. I thought you were going to say the sewage pipe blew.
Oh, God, no. But yeah, so if you walk out my bedroom door, there's like it's where I have the couch set up, and then around the corner towards the stairs to go upstairs is where I have all my boxes stacked, basically all of these.
Okay.
Somehow the water missed that corner. It actually kind of went past it and went for the closet across the hall. And it was also good because I had a lot of the rubber boxes on the bottom, so
yes,
it
very
kind of
wise.
channeled the water away as well.
Yeah,
So I didn't really lose anything
that's good.
of note anyway. So, but yeah, no. So they ripped the carpet up and they took the pads out underneath. So now they have air movers on them. So it's really weird when I walk from the stairs to my room. It's like walking through a bouncy castle because there's all the air moving under the carpet. It's just
Awesome.
like, oh, okay.
So you just bounce your way to the bathroom.
Well, it doesn't inflate and stay inflated, unfortunately. But it's a weird surface.
I found peanut butter.
Yay!
Look, there's you can see it from the inside near the point also.
Wait a minute. You found peanut butter in the game.
In Overwatch, yes.
Yeah.
See?
Excellent.
Peanut butter.
Peanut butter. Look at that.
With that sexy banana on it.
Well, you know, bananas and peanut butter go well together. Just ask Ernie.
Ooh, arrows.
Is that something Ernie
I'm
said?
waiting for a match to start, so I'm in like...
Ernie, yeah, from Sesame
Hey, pop
Street.
out of there.
Ernie.
Oh, you should pop out of there instead, Eric.
He is one of the other things he likes, in addition to eating
I'm gonna
Bert's,
send you an invite instead.
in addition to eating Bert's cookies, Snicker,
God.
is banana and peanut butter sandwiches. So when I was a kid, I was like, I should try that because Ernie likes it. So I made like a banana and peanut butter sandwich, and it was really fucking good. It actually works really well. So, yeah. Ernie knows his stuff.
And
So does
then he made the mistake of eating that in the morning next to the bathroom with Dad taking his massive morning shit. Staring down at the peanut butter while hearing
Yeah.
like, I'm not hungry anymore.
Yes.
And here's a cancer comp for you.
What is it? Can't see.
2 healers. We have a Lucio and a Mercy. We have Arissa. 2 Tracers and a Torbjorn.
There's a Tracer.
Oh, playing a no limit team.
No, it's Mystery Heroes.
Oh, it's Mystery Heroes. Are you trying to get loot boxes? Is that why?
No, I'm just dicking around. It's.
Oh.
I mean, I should be in bed right now. That's why I'm like not even. I totally forgot today was even Saturday. It's been that kind of a day. And apparently this guy's never played Tor before because he's.
How predictable.
So, reading here an article from comicbookmovie.com. Godzilla vs. Kong director says the film will be, quote, a massive monster brawl movie.
Yes.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
That's what it should be, yes.
Absolutely. See, he understands his audience and what they want.
When King Kong and Godzilla beat the ever-living shit out of each other.
King Kong and Godzilla punching each other in the dick.
Did anybody read the fucking massive series of tweets that the director of Kong Skull Island did about CinemaSins being dicks and dummies?
Beautiful. I'll retweet every single one of those.
So wonderful. See, we've said this before. CinemaSins doesn't know what the fuck they're talking about. All right? The people behind CinemaSins, they want to think that they're film buffs, but in reality, they probably haven't studied film at all. Because lots of things that they
And
say
it was no surprise to me that
aren't
they appeared in a Nostalgia Critic video. So I'm like, that's perfect.
Ha! Really?
Every time I watch one of their videos,
I didn't watch that.
It pisses me off because every single time it's like I can point out a half a dozen things. It's just like, well, no, that's not entirely accurate. No, you're wrong about that. Well, there's a reason he did that, and you're clearly ignoring that reason. It's just like I can't go 10 seconds in one of those videos without wanting to punch somebody in the face for being so fucking stupid.
Which video I was zoning there? What?
Anything done by
Anything
CinemaSins?
with the
Oh
Cinema-
God, CinemaSins.
Yeah.
All of them. Any of them.
Yeah, no.
Their own title is
Fucking cancer.
They are. They
Yeah,
are.
they are not funny and endlessly nitpicky, trying to be funny. You know, when they
Now, if you
first
Now,
started
if you want to see
them-
something that is funny and actually knows something about film, Mr. Plinkett.
Yes, absolutely. Now, even Mr. Plinkett, well, and Half in the Bag, I don't always agree with their opinions. I think they are a little
I think
overly...
some of their opinions are crap, in fact, but I love their...
Yeah, well, exactly. Like, a lot of times I think they're being overly harsh. But, as you say, I really enjoy them, like, in terms of their humor and the way they rip things apart, even if it's in a way that I don't agree with, because they're entertaining. And they're funny, and they're obviously very smart. And, you know, they do back up their opinions with, you know, some pretty valid arguments. I just don't always agree with them. But, what I was going to say, like, CinemaSins, yeah, I found them mildly amusing when they first started, and they were picking apart genuinely bad films. But then they got big, and now it's like they just pick apart everything. Like, everything is fair game, and it's just like, it seems to have lost the purpose for which it was originally created. Now they're just nitpicking everything. And,
Well, they're doing that for the same reason that Angry Joe does his videos the way he does stuff.
In concept, yeah.
He's mad at everything.
yeah,
Because, you know,
it's what the
that's
audience
what
wants.
sells. That's what the
Yeah.
audience wants. They want them
Yeah, I mean,
to be angry.
I don't mind CinemaSins, and I realize I'm probably the only one in the room with that opinion, but
Fuck you.
what it is.
No, JL likes them too.
But I mean, even I'll admit that I have noticed a bit of a difference between the early ones and the later ones.
Yeah.
Specifically, trying to find or invent plot holes just kind of for the sake of argument. That's kind of where I take a little exception with it.
Yeah.
You know, it's like an action movie. Obviously, you're going to have to suspend your belief of certain things a little bit because that's just part of the experience.
Yeah, they never do. It's ridiculous.
Exactly.
But I like more when they point out stuff like, you know, things that shouldn't have changed between one shot and another, and you know, just little stuff like that. I've always found.
Well, it's very nitpicky.
Okay, what I was going to say was, is CinemaSins the ones where they analyze like what the damage cost would be in a movie?
I don't know.
What series was that?
Which one is that does that? Yeah.
Yeah, because we watched the one on Vacation.
Yeah, it was pretty much he lost all of his Christmas bonus and then some.
Yeah.
I thought that was CinemaSins, or it was like a branch of.
It may have been, but I don't remember.
I think the channel's just called "What's the Damage."
Oh, I hit that. I can't believe I hit that. That's stupid. I shouldn't have been able to hit that.
And then we watched the one with the injuries one with Die Hard.
The injuries?
Well, Eric was talking about the What's the Damage videos where they add up how much the damage would be and different, like watch the Christmas Vacation one. And I was saying we also watched the injuries one, and I remember specifically the Die Hard one. Where it like shows all the action scenes and what injuries he would have actually suffered as a result.
Yeah.
And then how many times he would have died over the course of the film.
Because I think the first one of that one we watched was obviously the Christmas Vacation one. Because I thought that was along the same lines with CinemaSins, is everything wrong with blank.
Yeah.
To look that up.
Whereas the one I knew is that car would have taken a lot of damage in that opening scene.
Oh yeah,
of course.
Flying through the air and then landing in the tree farm.
Oh god, yeah. Apparently, like when they made shows like Knight Rider and Dukes of Hazzard, they busted so many axles doing those flying leaps through the air. But
I think I was gonna say Dukes of Hazzard. I think it's the record. I think they destroyed something like 260 Dodge Chargers over the run of the show. You consider that they didn't do that many episodes as number of cars they destroyed.
Yeah,
like it's more than one an episode.
That's crazy.
I think they got to a point in one of the cheaper seasons to where they were just using toy cars. It's a joke.
I'm just picturing like, whoa, Bo, you're gonna go over that jump, and then it just cuts to a hand, just
the hand of the dinky car. Yeah, there you go.
Like a little tiny car next to the hand.
Wow.
It was probably during the seasons where it was the cousins of Bo and Luke Duke that came on because they were NASCAR drivers for like half a season.
The cousins. Yeah, it's like, who's this wannabe Bo and wannabe Duke? What the hell?
Doe and Book.
Doe and Book.
No, Book and Lo.
And Lo, yes. Their Chinese cousin.
Or the other classic trope with sitcoms is where they have a new baby, and then the writers remember that you can't really do anything with babies for the first few years, so just instantly the next season the kid's suddenly 5 years old.
Yes.
Even though no further amount of time passed.
No. Everybody else,
still the same age.
The teenage daughter is in the next year of high school. From the previous season.
Or you don't know what to do with the character, so they just go up to their bedroom for the rest of the series.
That's right.
Oh yeah, never come
out.
Yeah.
First scene of the season, go to your room, and then just never return.
So yeah, the show's called What's the Damage, and it is a CinemaSins series.
Yeah, it's like a spin-off series, I think.
No, it's on their CinemaSins channel.
So almost made
done
it.
by them, so.
Shit.
Okay. Seems like a spin-off then.
Say what?
Nothing.
I had a long day. Jokes are going over my head.
I was just continuing to be a dick, that's all.
You're
like, it's on their channel, it's done by them. I was like, oh, so it's a spin-off then.
Oh, you're being a dick. Oh, okay.
I don't regret anything I said about
That's
cinema.
my contribution. So, hey, Garbage Gamer, do you have any pickups?
Okay, Rick Sanchez.
No? Okay, cool.
Oh, yeah. Another thing of note, I think mostly to wrestling fans, Ric Flair cannot be killed. He will not die.
He kicked out again. Don't say you can't die. Just get kicked out again, bro.
That's right.
I'm not cheating anything.
What the hell was that? It's just like this. Yeah. Oh god, I thought it was like your chair squeaking or a really like extreme pressure fart. Like almost you're making the fart noises with a balloon.
I have good news though.
You can do that?
We are now under 80 days away. Less than 80 days away from Halloween.
I thought you were going to be Trump resigning.
Amazing. I better start making some
Probably.
videos.
But I also saw the first Halloween candy arrive to the stores today.
I saw the first Halloween candy arrive a couple weeks ago. It was only one type, but it was like one of the 50 packs of little chocolate bars. I was thinking, I'm planning to start up the Halloween videos right now. I could get those and stock up the treat bowl again.
And it begins.
And then see if we can have a full 1,000 chocolate bars by the end of Halloween this year.
Lord.
Yeah, it's difficult keeping that bowl stocked with a child around.
Yes.
Who is as much a chocolate fiend as her daddy. I can't entirely blame her, though. I did dive in there quite a bit beyond just...
That's not where I thought you were going with that, but okay.
Okay.
Just you know.
That just reminds me of me as a child, very similarly. Sean was coming out to visit us in Toronto once, and my mom had bought a case of pop for Sean to have.
I know this story.
Yes.
I lived it.
But she bought it, like, it had to be like a couple of weeks before you were actually coming out, too. Like, it was, like, ridiculously in advance. And so, of course, classic kid theory, I'm like, well, I'll just have one. You know, it's not a big deal. Because they were just in the downstairs fridge, like, right beside where I played Nintendo and that. I'm like, well, I'll just have one. He won't notice. And I was like, well, I'll have another one so it evens out the row or whatever.
This is like when Ernie was eating Bert's cookies. He's like, I'll just have one. Oh, now it's got a big bite mark in it. I'll just even it out a bit.
It's the new tuna scandal.
I was like, oh, now it's like noticeably smaller than the other ones. Well, maybe I'll just finish off this one, and then all the other ones will look normal.
And so eventually, it got to the point where Sean arrived for his visit, and our mom was like, "Oh, and I bought some Coke. It's in the downstairs refrigerator." Oh, sweet. Okay, there were 4 left. Just like, okay.
Thank you for the 4 Cokes. I'm sure those will last my entire visit.
Filter.
This looks really good.
Filter.
Wonder what the changes are. I'm looking at games to buy. Of course. Looking at 2 specifically right now. The game where surprised I haven't bought it yet. The other one I actually didn't know existed until just now.
Garbage gamer? Thinking about buying games? What next?
Shocker.
What?
One of them, obviously, I'm looking at Sonic Mania.
How did I start the GeForce Experience?
Sonic Mayhem. Everyone keeps talking about that one.
I've been watching some gameplay of it. Holy crap!
Oh, that's the one that looks like the old school games.
Yes.
Yeah. I've heard that's really good. That's one I would like. Yes! Brilliant.
He keeps bugging me about it. He's like, get me Sonic Mania! Get me Sonic Mania!
Get a job!
Get a job. There you go.
Yeah, what did you say? What was your reply? Go mow lawns for money.
Yeah.
This game I'm looking at right now is called Overwatch, but Jeff is high as fuck. I'm gonna join this. I have to.
Perfect.
And I love right after you told that story, Stoud, that the Black Books video pops up with the kid like, it's my favorite book. Well, you still need 50 pounds.
Oh my god! What the hell's going on?
Oh no.
Oh my god, I'm moving around super fast!
Oh yeah, they probably put 500% on everything. I love the ones they do that. They put 500% increase on everything, and they put no cooldown on any of your abilities. So everyone's just like spamming their alternate abilities. Like for Junkrat, they're just throwing bombs and leaping hundreds of feet in the air.
What is going on?
All you've done, I think that all you've done is run around and you've gained 13% of your ult.
I know, right?
Doing fuck all.
Being an asshole is gonna happen because this guy's gonna spawn here and get killed by my turret again.
IKEA Torb.
Bye.
Hi.
Hi.
I thought I heard somebody leave.
Oh.
Maybe I was hearing something else.
Nobody left. You're crazy.
Major Motoko, I'm not a super huge fan of,
No,
like,
wasn't a piece of hardware.
purposefully horror
Maybe it
games.
was.
It's just not my thing. I like to watch people play them. I'm too much of a.
I had a thought for a VR game the other day.
Horror games, yes.
So especially doing a horror game in VR. Fuck
Yeah.
no, you will never see me play any of those.
Well, see, I hear that as the reason a lot of people like to watch people like me playing scary games
because I can't.
They enjoy my wussy reactions, but also
I can play PT for a whopping 2 minutes.
but also because it distances them. It's like I'm playing it for them, kind of thing. Like so they can just relax and watch me get scared and laugh at me, while they get maybe a little bit scared watching it, but not as scared as if they were playing. So I'm happy to be of service. Speaking of which, we'll be playing scary games after the show tonight.
Of course.
Speaking of that, just the thing I commented on earlier on your page there, Sean. This week is the this week's
Torb that runs fast. What the hell?
This week's the 20th anniversary of.
Oh my god, Fashion Two's super slow.
Eventually, I'll complete a sentence. I'm going to turn my mic up, actually.
But we can hear you. Just everybody's being rude.
Look at this, Eric. Look.
Oh, yeah, my mic actually is up.
Okay. So it's the 20th anniversary of what, Cass?
Event Horizon.
Oh, yes. Actually, it is. I posted some gory pictures from it on my Facebook page.
Yes, saw that.
Warning everyone to proceed through the gallery at their own risk, because unspeakable horrors await within.
Well, if you're watching Horizon, that's kind of par for the course. And I know exactly why
What the hell?
I don't know.
Why are you giddy
But see, a lot
right
of the
now?
things
You're
that I
literally
posted
giddy.
were, you know how there's a lot of, like in the nightmare sequences, you just see like a few frames of something horrific. Well, this was where someone had gone in and taken screen caps of those frames. So I was like, oh, perfect. Now we can see them in all their gory glory. So,
Glory, glory.
so I posted some
Hard
of
to say
those.
fast.
Yeah, that would be a harsh note for me.
Yes.
But anyway, so I posted a comment that was referencing the first time I ever sat down to watch that movie.
Oh yeah, all by
And
yourself.
Yeah. No, actually, there may have been a couple other people there. I think it was in the lounge of my dorm.
Oh, okay.
And somebody put it on. I was like, "Oh, Event Horizon! I've heard about this. I haven't seen
I really liked Sam Neill in Jurassic Park.
it." Exactly. I was like, I do actually quite like the actor. So
Yeah.
I liked Lawrence Fishburne as Cowboy Curtis.
Me too.
And literally, I made it through the opening titles, and then there's one jump scare right in like the first minute.
Yeah.
It's where like these blinds just go like jump like really quickly, and I was like, and I'm done.
Oh my god.
Wow, wasn't that funny?
No! He's firing! What? That's my whole clip.
I don't know what he...
What?
Normally it's like 6 bullets, but he's firing! He goes until I run out.
know.
This is what happens when
What?
And no, that's like the only option is to fire all my bullets at once.
Brandon is
never
high as fuck
played a no
in a
cool-
game called John is high as fuck. And
That's
so
high
it's
as
like
fuck.
double the highest
What's
fucking...
going on? No!
why he's just acting.
Oh my god!
Wow. Brandon is
He's kidding
losing
right
his mind.
He's absolutely kidding.
Okay, so he's playing a character named called McCree, and McCree's right click is he unloads all the bullets in his gun.
Okay.
Is it all my bullets? All
This
30
in
of
this
them?
mode, there's no cooldown on the ability, and it gives you like 30 shots from McCree. So when he
Okay.
unloads, it just goes.
The custom name was they made it so the
30
clip,
times in a row.
they made it so the clip is 30 clip bullets instead of 6.
Yeah, so
Okay.
I did one that was like unlimited ammo. He just never stopped. We're just running around, and it was like almost running around.
Oh god.
And literally
Raining bullets.
You can't fly.
he also makes a mode where you walk incredibly slow but jump incredibly high.
That's what Bastion was doing, actually.
That's funny.
So anyway, back to the Event Horizon.
Sorry.
So
Yes.
no worries.
I didn't
So
mean to lose my shit.
so yeah. So basically, that was it. I saw one jump scare, and I kind of
Jesus,
knew
yeah.
what it was going to be about, and I'm just like,
Yeah.
I'm out. So
Yeah.
years later,
Well, because knowing that level of tension already in a scene where literally nothing tense is happening.
yeah, it's literally just some blinds open.
Well, it was because it started with that whole scene was actually it's literally the opening scene where it zooms into the ship and Sam Neill is there and he's shaving, and he's like he just kind of pauses with the blade like right near his neck, and then just goes in quickly and does like a stroke with the blade, and just as he's doing that, it cuts to the blinds going like really loud.
Yeah.
So you're thinking like, oh god, he's gonna cut himself, and then blinds opened. So, it is like a red herring tension
Thanks for the
moment,
follow.
which Paul W.S. Anderson likes to do those. Like you may remember the original Resident Evil had a lot of those.
Yes. Like
it's just kind of
the
part of
fingers
his.
through the grate is the one I remember.
Yeah, it's part of his signature style. Is like he likes to do fake out scares.
Yeah.
But then there's also genuine scares as well. I mean, he kind of mixes it up, and that's one thing I enjoy about some of his
My favorite
movies.
was in the commentary for the first movie.
It's still mystery.
They're on the train and they're like crawling underneath because the power went out.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, so this shows them all climbing underneath, and you hear like little like rustling noises. In the commentary, he goes, "Hey, you hear that? That's zombie cockroaches." And it's just like, oh,
Zombie cockroaches.
So years
later.
Yeah, years later, I told these guys this story, and it was revealed that I still hadn't seen it.
Yeah.
And I know it's a movie Sean really likes.
Yes.
So he really wanted me to experience it. So I'm like,
One of my favorite sci-fi horrors.
one of his favorites. So I'm like, all right, I'll It took some persuasion, but I was like, okay, I'll muscle through it if I can watch it with all of you guys.
Yeah.
And so we watched it together on Beetle, and like that. Now the problem with Beetle is like we're all watching it together, but we're not perfectly synced up.
Yeah. We're
Because
watching the same video stream.
We're watching the same stream, but you can be anywhere sort of on a range of about 30 seconds in or out or something like that. I ended up being the person that was the farthest ahead of everybody.
Yeah. So it's like we were sending him ahead of us into the haunted house.
Yes. See, because the idea was I'm watching with all these guys, so if I hear them jump or freak out, then
That's
I know
right.
something's coming.
Yeah.
Instead, I was the one who got it first. And I tried to reload, I tried to reopen
Yeah.
my browser, everything. I still kept being up front.
It didn't matter what he did. He was constantly ahead of everybody. So there was no way
So-
he could have any warning.
So they're watching the movie, and then they just hear me, ah, jeez! And they'll be like, okay, something's happening soon.
And then he'd hear all of us, ah, jeez!
It's like the castle alarm went off.
That's right. So it became even more entertaining for all of us because we got to enjoy Cass just jumping out of his skin every 5 minutes. But, yeah.
Damn buffering.
I'm not over here.
Like, I might as well have just watched it on my own for all the good it did.
Pretty much. But then we got to enjoy all your reactions. That made it so much more entertaining for us.
We really should have recorded that night, actually.
Oh, that would have been hilarious. I don't think we really had the means to do so at the time, though.
No, we probably
kind
didn't.
of figuring out all this We could do it now easily, but China Little, thanks for the follow. I'm getting a ton of followers tonight.
Oh my
Thanks,
god.
guys. Really appreciate it.
This is the dumbest shit ever.
Hope you enjoy your journeys through my little corner of Twitch.
I'm so high right now. Like, you have no idea.
Damn you guys and your munchies. I need munchies now.
I was already high, and then we went on air, and I decided, fuck it, and I smoked out of the bowl, but then I also put keef on that bowl, so I'm really high. I'm impossibly high right now.
Anyway.
Everything feels all unreal and weird and shit. Pretty cool.
I was at Walmart the other day, got some more of the Cajun Jazz mix that I like. Which is quite good. It's a good mix of stuff. Got what do we got in here? We've got nuts, sesame sticks, and toasted corns. There's a couple different kinds. There's almonds and peanuts, and some of them are. It doesn't even tell you everything that's in it. Actually, there's like how do you call them? Like those candy coated peanuts that you get in bars. It's basically bar food. It's a bar mix.
There actually is a stuff. I can speak English.
There is a stuff.
There's a stuff, guys.
There is a stuff. No, there's these things you buy here called pub mix.
Oh.
And it's just this big tub of all the crap you'd find sitting at a bar.
Nice.
Pretzels, peanuts, I think
chicken wings.
Yes. No, but those like weird, like lumpy. I don't even know what they are. They look like they're covered in something, like peanut butter. They're not. I don't even know what they're called.
Oh, I think they're actually called beer nuts, aren't they?
No, it's not these.
Hold on.
That. It was just some
Here, this is the thing I was talking about. If you take a look at that. It's like a candy-coated peanut.
Predictable.
Oh, okay.
There's a peanut in there.
Oh yeah,
It's
I've
good.
seen those, like the big balls and the inside.
Yeah, it's yummy.
Big balls.
Balls.
Big balls. Balls.
I like to put those big, salty, sweet balls in my mouth.
Yeah, here we go. Like I said, I can't find what they're called, but I found a picture and I will point them out.
I'm gonna go get my super hot salsa. I'll be right back.
Screen.
All right,
Okay.
you get that salsa. You get it good.
These things right here, it's you kind of
Hold on.
like. Can you see my mouse?
No.
Like oh crap! So I'm like, it's this.
Oh, that.
No, do you see like the dark brown speckled things in the back with the light speckles?
The round ones?
Yeah, next to the pretzels.
Yeah.
Those things. What the fuck are those things?
Oh, they're kind of like they're kind of like these, like the rice sticks, but in in disc form.
Yeah, like I said.
In fact, I think that's exactly what they are. It's the same stuff as this.
This is pub mix, by the way. This is a picture of inside the jar of pub mix.
See, with this, it's similar to that, except it doesn't have pretzels. It has kind of this sweet barbecue seasoning on it. It's really good.
Yeah, see, pub mix. It's by Utz.
By what?
Utz.
Utz.
UTZ. So as I call it, I go, oh, I got some pub mix by. A savory blend of crunchy snacks. Distributed by Aldi.
I do like nuts.
These, like, as you can see, definitely make you want to drink a beer.
Yeah.
It is all the driest things you've ever fucking had in your life. Overly cooked pretzels, dried to fucking hell bread.
I was gonna say that little bits of Melba toast or something.
Yeah, or something. I don't even know. I don't know what's in it. I just fucking eat it.
Plain unseasoned crackers.
Things that just when you're done make you. Fuck.
Fabian 803S3. Thanks for the follow.
You're like a dog eating peanut butter. You're just like, God, I need something to drink.
Like a dog eating peanut butter.
Yeah, that's what this stuff does to your mouth. That's why I said it's really, really good for if you have like really bad beer. You just want to get through the 6-pack that you bought. This shit.
Eat a bunch of that, then you don't care how bad it is.
I know. Yeah, it's just oh god, cold soothingness. Then you eat more to get past the skunk taste. Then, oh god, cold soothingness. It's a vicious cycle until all 6 are gone. I was watching When the Doom Music Kicks In.
Huh.
It's just a lot of... It's the new Mick Gordon soundtrack. And they're just like...
God.
all these clips of people headbanging. And then that guy. Oh yeah, that's the heavy metal construction worker. Yeah. I thought about loading up Doom.
Dude.
So, Apple is in discussions to offer $50 home movie rentals of big theatrical releases.
Oh, that's not too bad. I'd actually pay that for some movies. No joke.
You gotta figure,
Yeah.
like, yeah.
I want to see a movie right fuck now, and I know I'm not going to drive 2 hours to the theater. Yeah. Some movies,
There are a lot
got
of
big
people
screen
that
to be
appeal
living
to
room.
it.
I'll pay $50 and watch that some bitch like 3 or 4 times.
I bet you that would appeal to my brother because my brother, you know, he doesn't go to movies unless it's like $6 a day. So tickets for the kids and everybody.
I would have paid $50 to
$6
see
each.
Kong Skull Island week of opening on my home at home. Seriously,
That's true.
it would be so fucking good.
Wait,
Okay,
they're
so
doing
where's
a
my hangout?
hours?
Around here somewhere. There it is. Another window.
Ooh, what's that? Sonic Mania Collector's Edition.
Yeah, this is what I was thinking about. I want to get.
And that's not actually a
Ooh.
Genesis. That's
I
just
know.
a statue.
No, it's like a statue, but
I'm clarifying for the audience.
Just
Now, that statue needs to be taken down.
It's not an actual Genesis.
yeah, Sonic represents hate and bigotry against
chili
blue
dogs.
people
And chili dogs.
and chili dogs.
Chili dogs.
He represents hate against robots
And regular people.
and fat guys that like to make robots.
So yeah, I got this this habanero mango salsa. That's fucking
He treats
that
his friend
sounds
Tails
hot.
like a second-class citizen.
delicious. Fake news.
Fake news.
Fake news.
Looking through. This might be my next.
Not robots, they're alternative humans.
Oh, a subject we've been meaning to bring into SNI for literally 2 weeks now. Painted posters are making a comeback.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I'm so glad too because
Monster Trucks
No.
had one.
for a time there they were out and
For a
like
long
Hellboy
time.
2 had a freaking amazing poster done.
I
White
believe
Green
Mondo
56,
is
thanks for
entirely
the follow.
The same guy who did all the posters for Star Wars.
Hollywood took notice that people like good posters.
Well, look
Yeah.
at all the nostalgia for old
Yeah.
poster art. Like even freaking old VHS tape covers because they had great cover art,
Oh yeah.
you know? So yeah. I'm sure I'm not alone in saying kind of sick of all the crappy Photoshop jobs for the majority of movie posters in the past 15 years. You know, to get the next Cruzan out there.
The last good poster that I
Give that man
remember
some
seeing
work.
in a theater was for the first Iron Man. That was
First
like
Iron
one
Man.
Photoshop poster that was actually pretty good.
Yeah. There's always exceptions.
This just seems like a really bad idea.
But I mean, when you're looking for cool poster art on the interwebs, hey, thanks, Phillips7. Phillips7.
Phillips.
Phillips
When you're looking for
7.
cool poster art on Teh Interwebz, you're generally not looking for something from the past 10 years. You're looking for old school stuff, you know, 70s, 80s, 50s.
I mean, there's people who like love the idea, like new posters for new movies that are painted to look like old posters.
Yeah, that's
There's a whole-
fine. Yeah.
Like Mondo does a whole market about that, and I think that's what I think it's finally gotten Hollywood's notice. They're like, oh, you mean if we make these posters painted, we can sell them?
Yeah,
Yes.
like you
Yes,
used to in the
yes, you
old
can.
days.
Exactly.
'Cause
Well, now
it's
they're
like-
realizing they can actually make a market out of this. They found
Oh,
a market
yeah.
they didn't know that they had
My-
for years.
My mother, back in the 80s, bought a whole bunch of movie posters. There's this comic shop I used to go to called the Silver Snail in Toronto. And it was like one of those really deluxe comics and collectibles places. It was the first place that I ever saw the Japanese model kits of giant robots from Japanese animes that had not even appeared over here yet. It was the only place I'd ever seen it. Well, there's like model kits of those and stuff. They had stuff like the original Macross, never mind Robotech, before it became Robotech. So pretty cool. So anyway, on the lower floor was all comics and videos and stuff. Hey, thanks for the cheers, StabX West. Appreciate it, man. And then on the upper floor was all model kits, RPG stuff, and movie posters. So I would be checking out the comics on the main floor, and my mom would go upstairs and check out the movie posters. And they had, like, you know, I mean, they were reproductions, obviously, meant for mass market sale.
Right. Those real movie posters are double-sided,
but she bought, like, a whole bunch of them. And then for movies that she liked and that she, you know, once she bought the original Ghostbusters poster in honor of Cass, because it was his, it was the year he was born, and also the first movie he ever went to. We went to see it at the drive-in.
Yep.
And
I slept for most of it and then pooped.
Yes, and well, you weren't even one yet, so you would have been like a few months old.
So I would have been 1 month.
But the and then she bought a whole bunch of posters there. She got some for me and some just to kind of decorate around the house. Then she went and got them framed. So, I mean, and all these, I remember, even as a kid, I would always just sit and stare at these posters and like just kind of take in all the details of them, you know, and then I'd go and look at another one, taking all the details. To me, that was my high art growing up, was looking at these movie posters. You know, I mean, she had one for, like, she had, like, some of the, like, the original Star Wars, The Empire Strikes Back, and she had the poster for Dune, the 1984 movie, Ghostbusters, one of the Star Treks, I can't remember, Star Trek 2 or 3, and there was just something about those, like, they really fascinated me, especially seeing them on the large format sheet like that, where you can really see all the detail that went into those paintings.
Your face like 4 inches from the poster, and you're like, oh
yeah. Well, seeing like all the brush strokes and just sort of getting an idea for the technique of that particular artist and stuff, and it's art, and I'm so glad to see it making a comeback, whatever the reason is, whatever sort of prompted Hollywood to finally start doing that again. I'm all for it. You know, I mean, there's been so few that have actually done that. It's mostly indie stuff. Like, I think Hobo with a Shotgun had a painted poster, and it looked great. I was like,
indie movies have been doing painted posters for a while now.
Yeah.
They never stopped. It's just Hollywood stopped because they're lazy.
Yeah. Well, and some of them got really lazy. Like, if you look at some of the, what was it, one of the recent X-Men movies had, like, character posters that were silhouettes or something, and they just looked awful. Like, the composition of them was awful. The visual design was awful. It was just so simplistic and nothing and uninteresting.
Awful.
You know. And it was for something like, I think it might have been for Days of Future Past, and it's like, but that was a great movie. Why'd you do such shitty posters? You know? I don't know. But anyway, glad to see, hopefully that trend is finally
I digress.
and we'll get some real artists doing real poster art again. Because Lord knows there's enough fantastic artists out there who I'm sure would love the work and have some great ideas. Just look at all the fucking fan art out there if you want proof of that. There's some amazing artists out there who deserve to have a career in art because they're amazing. So get some of those guys and gals out there making posters. And we'll buy them. We'll frame them.
Yeah.
And then our kids will spend hours 4 inches from the poster staring at them. Yep. So what else is going on?
Nothing.
Wow, has it been that long a week?
I don't see anything else.
Sorry. We're watching some Anthem gameplay.
Anthem.
Can't wait for that to come out. I want to play the fuck out of that game.
I know. This is like something we never got a chance to do. Like we kind of skipped over because shit got real. Was that we were gonna do a big SNI E3 episode.
Oh yeah.
And then like 3 episodes of not doing SNI later.
Oh,
we decided to skip it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
Well, also it was one of those awkward scheduling things where you guys weren't able to watch it until like 3 days later. Normally, I remember you guys usually do a live stream as it's happening.
yeah, that's beforehand.
So
Yeah.
the scheduling really got fucked up this year on multiple levels.
Yeah.
So
I just didn't feel like doing a live stream anyway.
Life happens.
yeah.
I didn't really have a full solid day and days off until like the very last day of E3.
Yeah.
So
Believe me, I know how that goes. Yeah, it like with me just being able to see Rosie, for example, sometimes can be difficult with the work schedule being unforgiving. Pling. Thank you for the follow.
I love all these names. These names are amazing. If somebody's following us,
I think
going.
somebody's just making up names. I don't know. That we suddenly got popular. I don't know.
I thought you were just trying to say please, and you were just failing epically.
No.
No,
I was reading what was on the screen. I didn't suddenly short circuit.
More random consonants.
More random consonants. More Russian names. No, I was gonna say, like with the work schedule and such, makes it difficult to spend time with Rosie sometimes, because if my days off are in the middle of the week, she has school, which when she was going to school just up the street wasn't so bad because I would see her before and after school. Now, however, with everyone with her and her mother living downtown, it's going to be nigh on impossible for me to see her at all, unless it's on a weekend or holiday. Because of school, because it's going to be just too crazy taking her to and from school.
Fuck school.
And having to go to work. So, I don't know. It's going to be interesting. But, I mean, there's other changes possibly on the horizon in the next few months, so we'll see.
I guess it makes sense. Now I understand what you were doing the other day for. Okay. You're gearing up to fill that time. I see.
What?
That thing you were gearing up to do, when you were doing the thing with the hand-braking episodes.
The hand-braking episodes.
No.
Yeah. No, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Now I understand what you're doing. I didn't want to spoil it. Jesus.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't know. That thing I was doing the other day. Oh, that thing.
I was trying to give details without giving details.
Yeah, no, that's fine. That's fine. I know what you're talking about again.
I could have PM'd you.
The thing with the stuff.
It's way more entertaining than fighting through it.
Well, there's Stone Dog says not moving again. I hope. Well, it's possible that I might be moving again. I don't know when or under what circumstances, though. But it'll be positive circumstances, like very positive. It's just a matter of sort of figuring out logistics. There's a lot of logistics involved.
I have a logistics problem with my movement too.
Yes, with your movements.
I have a logistics problem as well because I'm fat.
Yeah. So there's, so basically, it looks like it's just going to be weekends and holidays, unless different aspects of the situation change. So that kind of sucks, but it is what it is. We enjoy what time we can together.
That's what sucks about hours and hourly working in jobs nowadays. It's like used to be 40 hours a week, 5 days a week,
like Monday to Friday, 9 to 5, done.
Yeah. And now they have it in such a way that they really have you by the balls, and they're just like, well, this week we want you to come in at this time. Next week, for one day, we want you to come in at this time.
0708, thanks for the follow.
It's like, really? Just like completely having you wrapped around their finger.
No, the shift, like the shift work thing, it can be brutal, especially for single parents.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, you only get so many days off, and it's like, well, I'm exhausted from work, but I want to spend time with my child, so, oh well, that's what's important. So that's what we do. But then with the schedule being what it is, I mean, sometimes it's really tough. Like if I'm working nights, and then Annetta wants me to pick up Rose first thing in the morning the next day, I'm like, okay, I'll guess I'll get 4 hours of sleep and then grab a nap when I bring her back here. And then, you know, it is what it is. We just accommodate however we can. But, yeah. So I don't know. We'll see. A lot of changes are on the horizon. The only constant is change, as they say. So we'll see how things go over the next few months. It's going to be an interesting. It's going to be an interesting latter half of the year. We'll say that.
Oh man, I just used my subscription to subscribe to you for the month.
Oh.
I didn't give a pop-up.
What?
I demand respect.
Did somebody?
Thank me, bitch.
What the hell? Thank you.
Oh, sorry. You subscribe? Thank you, Skin Slip, for the subscription.
You're welcome.
Yay!
If you have Amazon Prime, guys, you get a free subscription. You can use it to subscribe to Sean, and you have to do it every month. You have to make sure you go and check it every month.
Yeah.
Because you get returned to being every month.
You can tell simply by looking up at the top of the page where it says subscribe. And if it no longer says you're subscribed and has the button subscribe, then you need to resubscribe.
Is it unsubscribe people?
Yeah, if the Amazon Prime one automatically kicks it back out. Yeah.
Oh, well, that's kind of weird.
No, it's so I can, if I don't like you anymore, I can go somewhere else.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's the idea.
I don't like you,
man.
Hey, look, it's fake news. It's not my fault.
Oh, my fake news. Well, on that note, I think we'll call it a night here, since basically not a hell of a lot happened this week.
Yeah.
Other than a whole lot of racism.
Oh, I forgot to hit a checkbox, apparently. Sorry. My bad.
You what?
Apparently, I forgot to hit a checkbox when I subscribed to you. My bad.
Oh.
But thanks for noticing me, Senpai.
Yay! Who noticed? Yeah, so I'm going to take a bit of a break. Say in about a half an hour, we'll come back and we're going to play some scary games, gearing up for Halloween. And we'll go from there. Alrighty. So have yourselves a wonderful week, unless you're sticking around, in which case have yourself a wonderful half hour. And we'll see you then. And to everyone else, thanks for coming out. Until next time, sayonara.
Penis.
Peace.
Bye-bye.
My tongue was on fire.